In this video, we are going to cover the syllabus. We'll be introducing the course, basically. My email address is given here. I'm not going to be on campus, so giving a call is not going to be the best way to get a hold of me. The office hours are given here. I'll be posting the Zoom links. The links will be separate for each day, so be careful with that. We are meeting Mondays at 6 p.m. This is a synchronous online course, which means your attendance is required. You need to come to class every Monday night. You must have a webcam that is turned on when I ask you to, and the audio as well. But when you have an exam, you must have your video on, but not the audio. This course is about object-oriented design and implementation, and a little bit of analysis. We'll be covering the theory of object-oriented design, approaches, design techniques, and do a lot of implementation. At the end of this course, you will be pretty proficient in object-oriented approaches. So we'll be covering a number of topics. You will be seeing what are called design patterns, which are approaches to solving very common problems. So you can get the equivalent of a lot of experience. You will be learning how to document using UML. There is going to be theories such as the Liskov substitution principle, and there will be a lot of programming techniques. The prerequisite is ICS 240 and Math 215. The textbook is co-authored by me. The course will contain meetings every week, which you must attend. I'll be posting the videos ahead of time, which you must watch before coming to class. I will not be spending much time in class going over the course material. I will be highlighting the most important points and answer questions. And then you will be spending most of the evening working on problems in small groups of maybe 3 to 5 students. And during that time, when you do your class exercises, you must have your video and audio turned on. And one person in the group has to share the screen so that everybody can be on the same page, so to speak. There are 3 individual programming assignments. Their due dates are given in the schedule. And there are 2 group projects, which means you will be working in a group of about 3 to 5 students. Before coming to class, you have to do a quiz on textbook reading and the videos. There are 3 exams. There is no cumulative final. The exam dates are given here. You must take the exam in class unless you have some kind of excuse, in which case we need to work out an arrangement for you to take the exam. Now, most central in your mind would be the grading procedure. So let's go over this table. We have 3 programming assignments, each worth 50 points for a total of 150. 2 group projects, 100 points each for a total of 200. We told you about class exercises. We have 15 weeks when we meet, and 3 of them will be involving exams. So for the other 12, there will be one class exercise each. And each exercise is worth 20 points, so you'll have a total of 240 points. The quizzes that you do before coming to class, there are 11 of them for a total of 110. 3 exams at 100 points each for a total of 300, and this is the total. But you also need to score a minimum of 90 out of 150 for assignments, 120 out of 200 for group projects, etc., etc. You can consult this table. And if you don't meet the minimum here, there is going to be some reduction in grade. For example, if you don't get 150 points for the 3 exams, this, or 120 out of 200 for the group projects, your grade is not going to be more than a C-. And if you score less than the minimum for any other category, your grade will be 1 shade below. For example, if you had a B+, and if you don't score 150 out of 240 for class exercises, it will go down to a B. And if you meet the minimum requirements in every category, then your course grade will be based on the table here. Now, there are deadlines for just about everything. And if you don't meet the deadlines, or if you don't turn on your camera during class time, or basically if you don't meet my requirements, you can be excused using what are called allowances. There are 4 allowances for every student, and you can use an allowance at any point in time. Every time you use up an allowance, the number of allowances will go down by 1, and after it touches 0, you don't have any more allowances. So it is up to you to decide whether you want to use an allowance or not. So if you look at your grade book on D2L, you will see that there are 4 allowance points for you credited already. It will go down by 1 every time you use an allowance. For example, if you miss an assignment deadline, then you can use the allowance to forego the penalty of 10%. So instead of losing, say, 5 points, you might just use that allowance, and that will save you a few points. Or if you forgot to have the camera installed for a meeting, then instead of losing all the points for the class exercise, you can use that allowance and then save the 20 points. But you cannot use the allowance for a badly written assignment or a bad grade in an exam or any such thing. And also, I have to be convinced that you have a genuine excuse for using an allowance. I may not entertain all your requests, and I will certainly not entertain a request after I have published the answer to a quiz or a class exercise. And here, if you go down, you have the schedule. So there's each entry shows the date on which the lecture is going to be held, the topics that we cover, the assignment schedule, and so on. The rest of this syllabus is pretty much boilerplate language that you must read, but I am not going to go over them at all.